Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Friday the 25th. It's a bit cold in the Brown Elephant here. I've got my coat on in my office. Car thermometer was saying 3 degrees this morning when I jumped in it at upper 6. And it will warm up today, but it doesn't feel like that out there just at the moment. So what have we got today? High pressure still here, still going to be here for the next few days, but it's shifted slightly and is now drawing in easterly air. You can see there the isobar is not tightly spaced, so it's not going to be terrifically windy, but noticeable, I think, at flying heights. And then tomorrow, more of the same, with the high pressure just shifting slightly north. Sunday, little change, to be honest. It doesn't look like it's going to change for the next few days after that. So TAFs, again, fairly short. The variable 2 knots, well, it was actually more like about 4 or 5 knots easterly out there at 7:30 when I went flying in the fog, and the viz was 5 to 6 kilometers, but it's becoming sort of 10k viz fairly quickly, and between 9 and 12, well, 080, 10 knots, so we got an easterly wind picking up, I think, during the morning. Cav okay, 10k viz, no cloud below 5,000 feet. Yeah, that's definitely the case today, and it was the same yesterday. It was Cav okay, but the work was cumulus. And upper winds in the channel, a bit breezy, and across northern France, 20 knots at flying heights, probably over us, 10 knots, maybe 15 at the very most. And then in the center of the country, back down to 10 knots and easterly pretty much. So just slightly north of east on the ground, slightly south of east at flying heights, I think, for today. Sat pic just shows little areas of fog, and it was slightly foggy around here in the valleys this morning. That's going to burn off fairly quickly, and temperatures hopefully go up fairly nicely. Not quite as warm as yesterday, I don't think. I think more like 17s maybe round us, 16 over the general most of the country for today. And sort of dew points, again, they're fairly low, 2 degrees. So pretty good temperature split. You're looking at, according to this, I think cloud base is certainly 5,500 feet above Lasham. Just like yesterday, small amounts of cloud, according to that. And then looking further north, not quite so good. About the same sort of height, a little bit more cloud. And the BBC was suggesting blobs of cloud floating about on the chart this morning. The actual Lark Hill, this looks like just a complete copy of yesterday. Similar sort of strong inversion. And then once that breaks, it'll go fairly high fairly quickly, and topping out up here, slightly stronger inversion, which might mean a bit more cloud and lingering in this area here, because it's up round freezing level, probably at 5,000 feet plus, but it's saying sort of 1,800 meters here. Going to see what Top Meteo says. It's logged me out, unfortunately, so yeah. Just wait for that. Let's log in. And today, so cloud amounts from midday, not showing any cumulus there, but picking up midday onwards, a little bit like yesterday. Perhaps more cumulus, I think, running across the Midlands than yesterday. And that should keep going till 4 o'clock, but I'm a bit beyond there, but it will be a sort of shut off fairly quickly, I think. You need to be planned to be back by 4:35 at the very latest, I think today. And thermal heights, we go for midday. Once it gets going, yeah, they're talking about 1700 meters, 18, 19, maybe 2000 meters, so somewhere around 5,500 to 6,000 feet above sea level, maybe a bit more than that. Again, high cloud-based day, just be aware of the airspace, folks. Don't want people pinging into it. And PFD for today, suggests a similar sort of area in around here up to the edge of the Bry zone, or maybe a bit further, but showing a little bit of upper wind here, the little wind arrows. So yeah, nice day. Once it pings the inversion, that happened about 11:30 to 12 o'clock yesterday, and I think it'll be the similar sort of time it'll get going, and then you've got a good 4-hour window of nice soarable conditions. Okay, airspace wise, round us in this area here, not really a lot. Ignore the number 9, it's Southampton. Number 12, there's a just says air display at Goodwood Racecourse between 11:30 and 13:30 up to 3,000 feet. It's not restricted airspace, they're just notifying you that something is going on. 23, 25 and 26, well, 23 and 25 are temporary controlled airspace out of Bryce, probably a Royal flight. And the timings on that, 14:42 to 15:40, so it's mid-afternoon really. And the same time down here, so essentially it's an airway. They're raising the Bryce zone and then an airway out of it. They've only raised the upper limit to 4,000 feet, whereas yesterday or day before it was 5,000 feet. Just be aware of that. The software will pick it up a little bit better and display that. And they're also parachuting at Bryce all day. There we go. Military parachuting from 9 till 1600 hours, and that's up to 8,300 feet. That's just over the centre of Bryce. There's another couple of things just notified on the map here. Really of interest to us. These are paragliders operating here. And number 32 is the notification that Sywell have an air display aerobatics, but that's not today. That doesn't take place till I think the 29th. Okay, and that really is it on the airspace front, folks. Operationally, challenging day again today for a number of reasons. Easterly direction, so obviously we've got to go 09 because of the wind, but we've also got 3 jet movements mixed in with that. 2 took place yesterday, it was forecast to be 3. No, actually 1 took place yesterday, it was forecast to be 3. So 2 of them are actually rescheduled for today. So first of all, grid, we're going to have to grid for aero towing on the north side. Can we grid opposite the linear hangar, the private hangar here, just next to the park trailers? Opposite that, 2 gliders out. 2 rows, please, folks, rather than 1, because it'll probably go all the way back to here. And we'll launch that when we can. Club winch launch point will be down here next to the control tower, and the winch will be positioned probably fairly close to the runway down here somewhere. Just remember that it's still the glass window. If you circuit the north side, you land north side. Circuit the south, land south side. Any club aero towing while there isn't a movement can actually take place from the runway. We'll have the fire truck there. It splits us up and makes quite a difficult operation, but it's the only way I can think of operating, folks. Just be patient. You might have to, if you're in the queue, help out as well. to get us launched. So the jet movements. 727 outbound at 9:45. That was the one that was supposed to go yesterday at 1 o'clock and got delayed till 3, till 4, till 4:45, and then cancelled for the day. So 9:45 outbound 72, and then an outbound 737 at 12 o'clock and an inbound A320 at 1300 hours. Once that's all done with, we'll be back on the main runway. But we'll see how it works, folks. I may be running around a bit like a headless chicken trying to get things launched, but we'll just be patient. Okay, so see you out there. We'll go and start getting the kit out.